Welcome to the Smart Business Show, episode 85. We are continuing our 2-month series on how to run an awesome business. And today we're going to talk about what long-term follow-up with your clients looks like. It is always easier to sell a client that you have served and served well, and to sell them another thing, than it is to bring in a new client. With a new client, you have to build trust again. You have to do everything, right? Someone has to know, like, and trust you. With an existing client, someone who's already paid you for something, they already know, like, and trust you. So you don't have to do that. All you need to do is have the right project, or they have the right project and some money for it. But most businesses do a terrible job of follow-up. They send in an invoice, they're done. They get paid, they're happy to go. They maybe if they're really good, they check up like a couple weeks later and say, hey, how's everything going? That's it. They have no system for long-term follow-up. And that's dumb. So if you look in the show notes, I'll have linked to Contactually, which I've linked to numerous times. It is one of the things that I use to continually follow up with my clients. It reminds me quarterly to follow up with past clients, and reminds me to follow up with prospects as well, and colleagues. The point is, when you do this, it's not just, hey, do you have more work for me either? When you do it, you say, you'll start with an email that says something like, hey, how's it going? I have one client that is big into triathlons, and I often ask him how his training's going, how his racing's going. In turn, he usually asks me about how what big trip I've done in the mountains or something like that. You can also use the reminder from Contactually to send them articles, content in their field, or content that might be interesting. Maybe there's a project you couldn't do together, and you're sending them, say, a new plugin that could accomplish this for them without needing to come back to you. And that's good. If you're doing those things, you're following up quarterly, if you're sending your some customers some articles, then you're way ahead of the curve, because almost no one's doing this. But if you really want to take it to the next level, it's time to start sending them something physical. I send clients note cards when they become clients. I send them note cards when they're done. I send some clients little Lego figurines, or I'll send them coffee, or I'll send them something that's interesting that we've talked about because I paid attention. I've written down ideas. If you can do that, you are miles ahead of anyone out there. There is nobody out there doing that. And that is going to make sure that when that client has any project that might possibly suit you, they're going to come to you. When they have a friend that talks about a project that might suit you, they're going to tell their friend in glowing terms that they need to come see you. And that's what you want. You don't want to waste your time or spend a lot of time reselling new people all the time. You want to take your current clients and continue to make them good clients, continue to get them to come back to you by continuing to follow up. Far too often, you'll look back at a site you've built 6 months later, or say 2 years later, and it's been redone with someone else and never even talked to you. That's your fault, because you didn't follow up. Thanks for watching.